a lot of credit to Georgia Tech, on their fight back. And, obviously we're disappointed. We started obviously out the game like we have been in the past, really strong, and we just have breakdowns. And we got to be able to take care of the easy things in a game, because the difficult things are difficult enough, but we got to be able to take care of some of the easy things that we're missing our opportunities on.
You mentioned you guys starting off well. We've seen this before. Do you think that's just a lack of bench production that's hurt you down the stretch some of these games?
Yeah, I think there's a combination of things. I think we're really we miss our fair share of wide open layups. When you're talking always 8 to 12 points a game, 8 to 10 points a game, those are just easy things we got to be able to take care of. We're not shooting the best percentage from the free throw line. And we've always been a really good free throw shooting team. We got to get tougher when it comes to 50-50 balls and rebounds. I just feel like we're getting pushed around down in the paint at times, and that's something we have to correct. We turned the ball over at probably 2 crucial times in this game, and that might be attributed to youth. I don't know. We just, we kind of got very relaxed, I think, instead of in situations where it's crucial and it's a 3 to 4 point game. I feel we play too relaxed and a little bit lackadaisical, and so I think those things are hurting us.
Do you worry about, you look at the last 3 games in particular, and teams are really getting you in the paint and on the offensive glass. What do you think the issue is there?
Obviously our size definitely hurts us. Obviously our we're not the tallest team. And so we have to make up for it with just having a little bit more fight in us down there, And sometimes, we've been either even or close. It's not where you're getting blown out on the boards, but 5 boards, they're +5 on the boards, and it's some of those toughness boards, that we're missing out on. But again, I think if we can take care of the easy things in a game, that if we get into some situations like that, it won't always be so glaring on the other side of the score column.
Faith, how about that matchup? How tough was Kayla Davis and what she provided? And obviously, scouting reports, sure she's number 1 on that list. How tough was she to handle out there?
Yeah, she's a good physical player. Her teammates really look to get her open, and constantly there's ball screens for her. So, it was a lot of ball screen defense on that, and though we kind of fell short today.
Jen, there was a point, I think around 3 minutes left, when you guys had the lead to 3 and had 3 or 4 possessions to get it closer, and were never able to do that. How, missed opportunity there?
Oh, for sure, I think Bre made a nice bucket. I thought Faith might have went to the free throw line, and then it's just we didn't get stops, or coming down. I think it was part of that 3 minute, maybe 4 minutes, where we turned the ball over against the press and missed 2 opportunities to even get buckets. So, yeah.
Bre, what do you think is some of the reasons for the offense seems to get stagnant sometimes? You have to kind of rush stuff at the end of shot clocks. Why is that going on a lot?
I think, depending on how quickly we break their press, or we're not really getting into things fast enough, or, if it's just a half-court set, just our execution, the way we come off screens, we may not be setting the people, our defense up in the best way, and so that kind of makes things break down, and then at the end we just kind of pass the ball around, set screens, and try to see, who can get up a shot.
Yeah, Joanne, you had significantly more field goals than assists again today. Any glaring thing? Bre mentioned a lot of it.
Yeah, I think, I thought we shared the basketball much better in this game. I think what happens is, like Bre said, we get too comfortable. We get tired. We just go at a much slower pace, And so my theme this week was really going to be to get us into continuity offenses to really share the basketball, which I thought they did. But the pace at which we were going at that created a lot of those late second shot clock, violations, and that's why we're shooting the ball, and it's bad. So we got to be able to break presses and get into our stuff quicker. We spend, I swear, we waste 5 to 8 seconds doing that. But again, I think we just have to put them in situations and practice to be able to do that. But I think that hurt us.
3-game losing streak. What signs do you see that this can start to turn around a little bit?
The good thing is we're home, and the thing I told the girls in the locker room is we've been in every game, and they're all winnable games, but we got to clean up the constant mistakes that we're doing and take care of the easy things. We got to make layups in games. We got to be a decent free throw shooting team. We have to get more 50-50 balls. The things that are under our control, and because we're in every game, and if we can clean up some of that stuff and we'll be on the other side of that column. But we got to do it. There's a lot of good things that this young team is trying to work through. It's just we got to be able to not have 6 and 7 categories at the end that we're trying to clean up.
And Faith, how frustrating is that you are in every game? It's just those little things start to pile up at the end of games.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I think we're a group that works extremely hard, and just to see the results that we're getting right now, it's a little disappointing. But I know that we're a team that will be ready to practice on Tuesday and Wednesday and be ready for this Thursday game.
You guys kind of already touched on this, but what do you do in those scoring droughts? What's your mindset? Like, do you panic? Do you immediately want to score? So.
Well, in those situations, I think we just have to play good defense and try to get points off of defense, whether it's getting a rebound in early offense or, just getting to the basket or getting to the free throw line. I mean, I don't think we panic per se, but we definitely don't always execute in the way that we would like to in those situations.
And any early thoughts on NC State?
Just a good team, very guard-oriented. I think their record's somewhere around ours. But again, another up-tempo team that's very athletic.
And what do you have to say about the end of game management? I know you mentioned how in the game you took too long to start your offense, and how do you think you can improve on that?
I mean, same thing. Just you have to put your players in practice situations for them to be able to do that. So we just got to create that environment in practice.
And anything to say about how long you guys took the foul, Georgia Tech, on the defensive side at the end of the game?
No, we were just trying to get a trap and trying to get a steal before we fouled. So I think we ended up just chasing a little bit there at the end. We really didn't want to foul Kayla Davis just because she's a great free throw shooter, so she wasn't getting rid of the ball. So at some point, I think the girls just made a decision, let's just try it.